Open worlds can feel huge, unpredictable, and sometimes overwhelming, but add a friend and suddenly the chaos turns into pure fun. Let's dive into the best co-op open-world games that make exploring together downright unforgettable. Kicking things off, Borderlands 4 takes the series' signature chaos and blows it wide open with a seamless world and slick combat. Traversal tools make exploration faster, and the loot system is as addictive as ever. Sure, the pacing drags at times and the new cast isn't as memorable, but the moment-to-moment mayhem, especially with a buddy, remains unmatched. Vault hunting alone is fun. Vault hunting together is unforgettable. Moving into horror territory, Dying Light. The Beast cranks up the tension with turbocharged zombies called chimeras. Beast mode powers let you tear through hordes in brutal style, while night missions bring back the survival horror vibes. The story feels more focused, and exploring Castor Woods with a friend keeps every scare and chase unpredictable. Alone, it's tense. With a partner, it's an adrenaline rush you'll both be talking about afterward. On the other hand, Monster Hunter Wilds is all about epic hunts with your crew. The seamless open environments give fights more freedom, and the new wound system forces creative strategies in co-op battles. The story and visuals don't always land, and veterans may find it a bit easy, but chasing colossal monsters with friends never gets old. Switching gears to survival, Dune. Awakening drops you on the unforgiving planet Arrakis. Building a base alone feels daunting, but with friends, every resource gathered and every sandstorm endured feels like a small victory. Always online play and world clutter won't be for everyone, but carving out a life in the desert as a group makes the grind worth it. If you'd rather go loud, Helldivers 2 is chaotic, hilarious, and brutally difficult in all the right ways. Friendly fire makes every firefight unpredictable, while the Galactic War system ensures missions always feel fresh. Launch issues aside, it's one of the best co-op shooters around because it demands real teamwork. Success feels earned, and failure is always more fun when you're laughing about it with friends. For something smaller and quirkier, Schedule I mixes dark humor with cozy crime sim mechanics. You'll grow and sell drugs in a small town while crafting clever upgrades and dodging rivals. It does lose challenge later, but co-op adds plenty of fun. Planning and expanding your shady empire together makes the hours fly by. Then there's DayZ, the king of paranoia-fueled survival. Managing hunger, thirst, and trust is already brutal, but with a friend, every encounter becomes a tense story. Do you risk helping a stranger, or ambush them before they do the same? It's slow and unforgiving, but co-op turns the grind into an unforgettable series of remember when moments. Looking toward the future, Enshrouded is already shaping up to be a co-op gem. Gliders, mining, puzzle solving, and building all feel smoother with a team. Musical instruments even let players harmonize for stat buffs, which adds a playful twist. Dungeons hide treasure behind mainable tunnels that reward teamwork, and even in early access, it feels polished enough to recommend. And of course, Valheim remains one of the strongest co-op survival games around. Building Viking settlements, exploring dangerous biomes, and facing massive bosses are all designed for teamwork. The hype may have faded, but the game itself hasn't. It's still immersive, challenging, and endlessly rewarding with friends. On the RPG side, Diablo 4 nails co-op with level scaling that keeps everyone relevant, no matter the level gap. Strong class synergy and easy respects mean your group can experiment without punishment. Whether dungeon crawling or farming loot, it's built for groups who want fast-paced, satisfying action together. For something tougher, Elden Ring transforms its brutal Soulsborne combat into a co-op adventure. Summoning a friend makes bosses more manageable and exploration less daunting, even if the system takes some getting used to. Once you're in, every fight and discovery feels twice as epic when shared. If combat isn't your thing, Satisfactory proves building can be just as engaging. Constructing a factory alone is fun, but coordinating logistics and optimizing production chains with friends is pure magic. The early game starts slow, but once your empire takes shape, co-op creativity makes it addictive. For something more relaxed, Astroneer strips away the stress of survival systems and lets you explore at your own pace. Together, you can terraform planets, experiment with crafting, and build outposts wherever you like. It's less about survival and more about shared discovery, making it a joyful sandbox for co-op adventurers. On the tactical side, Ghost Recon Wildlands nails the feel of a co-op spy thriller. Planning infiltrations with drones, assigning roles, and sneaking into enemy bases feels incredibly authentic. And if stealth fails, the chaos of a full firefight with friends is just as fun. It's a grounded, immersive take on open-world co-op. Finally, New World. Aeternum shows how far an MMO can come with the right updates. Combat feels great, crafting is rewarding, and bugs are far less disruptive than before. The story is still bland, but when you're exploring dungeons or clashing in PvP with friends, the world feels alive and worth sinking hours into. So whether you're surviving a zombie apocalypse, slaying massive beasts, or just building factories in space, these games prove one thing: everything is better with friends. Which co-op open-world adventure is your favorite? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to know.